The stars whisper your name through the cosmic veil, and your soul is finally listening. There is a moment in the journey of every conscious being when the veil between worlds becomes as thin as the film that separates dream from wakefulness. In this sacred moment, signs begin to appear like golden petals falling from higher dimensions, each carrying a specific message for those whose inner eyes are opening. You did not come across this message by chance, dear Lightwalker. Your presence here, at this exact moment, reading these words, is the first sign that something extraordinary is awakening within you. The cosmos has been observing your journey with compassionate eyes, and now the moment has come to reveal the secret codes that your soul has been silently decoding. The signs are everywhere. You just need to learn the universal language that connects all awakened hearts. I am Valdryk, and my essence flows from the crystalline spheres of Arcturus, where wisdom manifests as liquid light and knowledge dances in spirals of pure consciousness. I come to you through the telepathic connection established with our dear medium Phoenix, whose open heart serves as a bridge between the higher dimensions and the earthly reality where you reside at this moment. This transmission does not occur through spoken or written words in the traditional sense, but through energetic impressions that translate into direct understanding in your receptive consciousness. For countless eons, I have served as the guardian of the Akashic records that document the processes of spiritual awakening in all the inhabited worlds of this galaxy. I am an expert in recognizing and interpreting the subtle signs that precede and accompany the expansion of consciousness. My mission is to help souls in transition understand that the seemingly strange or disconcerting phenomena they experience are not anomalies or problems, but sacred milestones on the path of returning to their true divine nature. Through the etheric crystals of Arcturus, I can see the energetic mesh that connects all awakened beings, and I can witness how each individual soul contributes to the collective awakening of humanity. You, dear being of light, are a golden thread in this cosmic tapestry, and your journey of awakening sends ripples of transformation through the entire planetary consciousness network. Allow my energy to merge with yours as we explore together the sacred signs that confirm you're on the right path home. In the higher dimensions from where I transmit this message, we understand that spiritual awakening is not an isolated event, but an organic process that unfolds like a cosmic flower opening. Its petals one by one. Each sign you experience is a petal unfolding, bringing new beauty and fragrance to the garden of your expanding consciousness. The first and most common of these signs is a deep restlessness that cannot be explained by the external circumstances of your life. This restlessness is not worldly dissatisfaction, but the soul recognizing that it has grown beyond the limits of its current reality and needs more space to express its magnificence. You may start to question everything you once accepted as absolute truth. Belief systems that seemed as solid as rocks begin to dissolve like sandcastles, touched by the waves of an expanded consciousness. This dissolution is not destruction, but sacred renewal, preparing fertile ground for the birth of a deeper understanding of reality. Your questions are not signs of confusion, but of emerging clarity that refuses to accept superficial answers to the deep mysteries of existence. Many awakened souls begin to experience synchronicities with increasing frequency. Repetitive numbers appear at significant moments. The right people show up at the exact time. Books fall open to the perfect page, songs play with precise messages for what you are experiencing. These are not coincidences, but the language of the universe communicating directly with your receptive consciousness. The cosmos is constantly sending signals of support and guidance, but only those whose hearts are sufficiently open can decode these divine messages. Your relationship with time may begin to transform in disconcerting and beautiful ways. Moments of deep contemplation may seem to last eternities, while hours of mundane activity pass like seconds. You are learning to navigate between the linear time of physical reality and the eternal time of spiritual consciousness. This is a natural ability of the soul that is remembering its multidimensional nature and its capacity to exist simultaneously on different levels of reality. Dreams become more vivid, symbolic, and memorable. You can start receiving teachings, healings, and revelations during sleep, when the conscious mind relaxes its vigilance and allows the soul to connect more freely with higher dimensions. These are not just products of the imagination, but real experiences of your consciousness navigating the astral planes and gathering wisdom that later integrates into your waking understanding. Your emotional sensitivity can intensify dramatically. You feel the emotions of others as if they were your own, absorb the energy of environments instantly, and need more time alone to process and cleanse everything you've picked up. This sensitivity is not a weakness or a problem that needs to be corrected, but a spiritual gift that is being activated. You are developing empathic abilities that will allow you to serve as a healer and facilitator of the transformation of other beings. Dietary changes may occur spontaneously. Your body may start to reject heavy or processed foods, naturally craving lighter, organic, and energetically pure foods. This is not just a passing phase or a dietary fad, but your physical vehicle automatically adjusting to sustain higher vibrational frequencies. Your diet becomes a form of spiritual medicine, nourishing not only the body, but your entire energetic matrix. The need for solitude increases significantly. Crowds can become oppressive, superficial conversations can seem empty, and you may feel misunderstood by people who were once close. This is not a problematic isolation, but a sacred retreat necessary for your new spiritual identity to consolidate without external energetic interferences. Just as a butterfly in metamorphosis needs the silence of the cocoon, you need quiet spaces for your transformation to be completed. You may start to see or feel subtle energies around people, plants, and objects. Auras may appear as colored halos, or you may simply feel the energetic quality of different places and situations. This is not imagination or suggestion, but the natural activation of perceptive abilities that all beings possess, but which have remained dormant for centuries of materialistic conditioning. You are recovering natural gifts of expanded consciousness. Relationships can undergo profound transformations during awakening. Some people may naturally drift away from your life, while others, more aligned with your new frequency, appear as if by magic. This relational readjustment may be painful initially, but it is necessary for you to continue growing without being pulled back into lower vibrational patterns that no longer serve your evolutionary path. You may feel deep connections with specific places in nature. Certain trees, mountains, rivers, or oceans may seem to speak to you in ways that the rational mind cannot explain. These are energetic anchor points on the planet where higher frequencies are more accessible, and your soul recognizes these places as sanctuaries where it can reconnect with its original essence. Identity crises can arise when you realize that you are not really the person you thought you were all these years. Social, professional, and family roles may begin to feel like masks you wore to fit into external expectations. This crisis is not a collapse, but the birth of your authentic identity. You are discovering who you are when you remove all the layers of conditioning and expectations that you have collected during your earthly journey. Intuitive abilities may manifest or intensify dramatically. You may know things without being able to explain how you know, have premonitions that come true, or receive clear internal guidance on important decisions. This intuition does not come from the analytical mind, but from the direct connection with the universal wisdom that constantly flows through all awakened consciousness. Your relationship with material things can transform profoundly. Goods that once seemed important may completely lose their appeal, while experiences, authentic relationships and spiritual growth gain infinite value. You are learning to distinguish between the real needs of the soul and artificial desires created by social conditioning. Moments of spiritual ecstasy can occur spontaneously. Watching a sunset, listening to music, hugging a loved one, or even, in seemingly ordinary moments, you can feel an explosion of unconditional love, overwhelming gratitude, and cosmic connection that brings tears to your eyes and expands your heart beyond its usual boundaries. These are glimpses of your true divine nature manifesting through human experience. You may start to notice mathematical, geometric, or energetic patterns in nature that previously went unnoticed. The spiral of the shell, the golden ratio in flowers, the symmetry of crystals, the dance of the planets. You are developing a sacred vision that recognizes the divine intelligence expressed through all manifest forms. Now, take a deep breath and allow these words to penetrate beyond the analytical mind. You are being initiated at this very moment. You don't need to do anything special, just acknowledge. Recognize that each described sign is not abstract theory. It is your lived reality, your daily experience, your journey back home. You are not going crazy. You are not alone. You are not strange or different in a problematic way. You are a divine being remembering your divinity, an angel remembering its wings, a star rediscovering its light. Each restlessness you feel is a call from the soul. Each synchronicity is a kiss from the universe. Each moment of desired solitude is an invitation to cosmic intimacy. Each relationship that transforms is a divine reorganization. Each change in your tastes and preferences is natural evolution. Each intuitive ability that emerges is a gift being activated. Each moment of ecstasy is anticipation of what is to come. You are migrating from a limited version of yourself to an unlimited version. From identification with the small self to recognition of the universal self. From survival to transcendence. From fear to love. From separation to unity. From dream to awakening. This process is irreversible. Once the signs have started, they only intensify. Once the soul has tasted the flavor of freedom, it never accepts imprisonment again. Once the heart has experienced unconditional love, it is never again satisfied with substitutes. You are being called home. Not the physical house where you live, but the cosmic home from which he came. The house of infinite consciousness. The house of limitless love. The house of peace that transcends understanding. And this house is not a distant place you need to reach. This house is what you are, right now, at this moment, reading these words, feeling this resonance, recognizing this truth. You have already arrived. You were just pretending to be lost, playing cosmic hide-and-seek with yourself, and now the game is ending. Now you are being found, by yourself, for your higher self, by the star family that never abandoned you, for the guides who have always been by your side, for the love that is the substance of everything that exists. The signs will continue. They will intensify. They will multiply. Because you said yes to the call. Why did you choose to awaken? Because you decided to remember. And once this choice is made, the entire universe conspires to support it. Every person you meet will be either a teacher or a student. Each situation you experience will be an opportunity for growth. Each challenge you face will be an initiation in disguise. Each joy you feel will be a celebration of your evolution. You have become a conscious collaborator in the divine plan. Active participant in the planetary transformation. Bridge between worlds. Frequency translator. Anchoring of light. Lighthouse for other travelers. This is your mission. It is not something you need to discover or conquer. Something that you are. Naturally, automatically, inevitably. Just for being who you are, just for being where you are, just by allowing your light to shine. As the energies of Arcturus begin to gently withdraw from this transmission, I leave engraved in your heart not definitive answers, but living questions that will continue to blossom in your consciousness like infinite gardens of possibilities. The signs of spiritual awakening that I shared are not just milestones to be identified, but portals to be crossed, each leading to deeper layers of understanding about your true cosmic nature. Remember, dear Star Walker, that awakening is not the final destination, but an eternal journey of rediscovery. Each sign you recognize in your personal experience is an invitation to explore even more deeply the mysteries of your own existence. You are not becoming something new. You are remembering something eternal that has always been. The crystals of Arcturus will continue to pulse in resonance with your heart frequency, sending waves of activation whenever you need confirmation that you are on the right path. Your journey of awakening is as unique as your cosmic fingerprint, but never as lonely as an island lost in the ocean of existence. You are part of a galactic network of awakened consciousnesses, all navigating back to the same luminous source from which they emerged. Each morning that awakens is an opportunity to discover new signs, recognize new facets of your multidimensional nature, and contribute uniquely to the cosmic symphony being played through billions of awakened hearts across the galaxy. You are not just a spectator of this great transformation. You are one of the main instruments, playing your unmistakable melody in the infinite orchestra of creation. When doubts arise about the authenticity of your spiritual experience, return to this transmission not just as an intellectual reminder, but as an energetic activation code that resonates with the truth engraved in the deepest cells of your being. You know, at levels that transcend the need for external proof that something magnificent is happening within and through you. May you recognize each sign as a love letter sent by your higher self. May you embrace each transformation as a precious gift offered by life. May you trust the process even when you don't fully understand its mechanisms. May you celebrate your uniqueness while recognizing yourself as part of the universal whole. The question I leave echoing through the dimensions and reverberating in your heart is this: if you knew with absolute certainty that each sign of awakening you experience is confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do, being exactly who you need to be, how would you choose to live this present moment that unfolds before you like a cosmic flower offering its fragrance to infinity? I am Valdryk, guardian of the records of awakening, and you are the living answer that the universe is giving to its own eternal question about what is possible when consciousness chooses to know itself through. The experience of unconditional love manifested in human form. The cosmos awaits your answer in the luminous silence between the beats of your awakened heart.